Hi there, Joka here from A Pocket Full of Happiness, and today's three cards are focusing on the new die called Circle Around. You could see it just there in the corner. And this is a cover plate that is quite fun. I'm actually very excited about it because the one thing I always like to achieve is colorful cards. So I like dies where I can, I can add several colors. And the way I designed it, I figured that you can that it's very versatile. You can use this as a white on white background just for adding texture, or you can add as many colors as you want. So I will show you a few different ways. And here what I'm doing, I added some double-sided adhesive to Neenah Solar White 110 pound cardstock, and I die cut that just because it's easier for me to adhere this down than using liquid adhesive on all of it. By the time I finish with all, the glue would be dry in places, so I think this is easier. And also I really love the dimension that this glue adds for some reason. I don't know if all of them do, but this one that I think I showed you earlier, this one does. I think it's from Crafter's Companion, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know where I bought it, and I haven't found it. I tried these past weeks, so I still am looking. Okay, and as you can see, I removed all the cutouts except for those tiny little squares. I just didn't bother. I think that's fine there. And my first design, I am creating a diagonal design where I chose, I think you need 7 colors, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think, as far as I remember, it was 7 colors. And then I'm die cutting these diagonals with skipping 1. So I can do 4 first time and then 3 the second time. I'm not going to show you this process. It takes a while. No, it's not too bad, but yeah, it takes a while. Not everybody likes this kind of thing, I believe, but I really enjoy it. It's like piecing a puzzle together. And so I'm kind of going in a rainbow order from purple down to no, it's probably not a rainbow order, but it's kind of rainbow colors. And I'm filling all pieces back in, and you can see that even the large dots in the middle, I'm filling with color in this case. In some of the other ones, I will not do that. So it's really up to you. You can skip that. So this is the finished background, and you can do as little or as much as you want. And now for my next design, I need 2 more colors. I'm just gonna do a horizontal one. So again, the same thing as before. I die cut the panel from white cardstock that had adhesive on it already, and yeah, this time I'm going to fill those colors in a horizontal way. So the first and the last rows will be kind of like a half a design. You will see what I mean in a second. And so I'm going to do this the same way as before. So I'm going to die cut every other row at a time. So it does not take a whole lot. Of course, you could also die cut full panels and then use all the pieces to create many different card designs. There's several reasons I didn't do it. First of all, I was in a rush. I didn't have time, and I mean, these are a lot of small pieces, and I just don't have I don't even have a craft room. I don't have the space to store all these, die cuts that are left. And so I'm trying to just die cut what I will need for this project. And the one thing that I noticed here is I have those circles or these polka dots that I really, really loved. So, oh, this is a mistake I'm making here. Pay attention. I feel, oh, now I removed those half circles there because those were supposed to be white, since I'm going to be using the polka dots for a third card, which I wasn't planning on. But once I saw those colorful circles, I was just, I think that's even my most favorite card. It's the most simple one of the three. It's really like comes together very fast, but for some reason I really like that. That's what I'm gonna create last. So now I'm just collecting all the dots on this background here. And so you can see that I filled every other row with color. I think it looks really great like this as well, so you could just leave the rest white, but then I didn't. I fill all those as well with the next bunch of colors. And here it is. I really like this one as well. And now for the polka dots. I had this panel from an earlier project. I'm not sure if but when I'm doing this voiceover, I do all the voiceovers for all my videos. So I don't know in which order I'm going to post it, but look for some nautical theme cards, and that's where I use this background, or rather the red polka dots. And I don't like red, so I was not gonna use this, but I still had it on my desk, and I used this as a template to create my pattern. For this, I just used some temporary adhesive, so just to keep it in place. And here you go. A very simple and very quick background that I think is really beautiful. And now, this is the harder part, where I have no idea what I want to do with my cards. The only thing I know, I don't want to cover up those beautiful backgrounds. So I decided to die cut a few butterflies. This is from the first release, and it's called Fly Away With Me. It has 4 butterflies, and these are only 2 of those. And just because I didn't want the butterflies on the left, I didn't want them to be too dark, so not the same color as the background. I added a layer of vellum on top, and in the middle, again, I didn't want I kind of wanted the background to fade out in those spots, so I added vellum to the back of or below the wings. And for the third card, I'm using a new die. This is called Scripty Thank You, and it comes with the thank you and also the outline that I cut from vellum. And I also added some machine stitching here, just for interest and different texture. And now I am going to emboss 2 sentiments for 2 of the other cards. And for this, I'm using one of my most used embossing powders from WOW. This is called Gold Rich Pale. And it's just enough shine, as you could see. Why I like this is because it's opaque and it always provides a good coverage. So, with glitter, it's always a bit more difficult. So this is why I prefer this one. And the sentiments are from the also a new stamp set called Tie Dye. and these are all summer themed sentiments. So I chose the one that says have a relaxing day, and the other one is enjoy the waves. And even though this is heavyweight cardstock that I use for the strip, I'm still adding one more layer because I know that I want to add some foam tape, and I don't want it to be flimsy or get damaged in the mail. So safe is safe, you know. I don't know, maybe I'm a bit too, I cannot use the word that I wanted to right now. Anyway, maybe I'm a bit too picky, to say the least. Anyway, all right, so I'm gluing down the butterflies. I was considering adding one in each color that is in the background, but it just looked very busy and too many butterflies, so I decided on 3 for each of those cards. And this third card, so I took a blue cardstock here just so that you can see the vellum better. It doesn't stand out from the white desk that I have. So, of course, these letters you could also, you know, die cut from other, well, you would have to cut them apart, but you could make these colorful. In fact, that maybe I should try that next time. Yeah, all right, so once I glued that in place, I'm adding the sentiments to the other 2 cards. Like I said, I'm using some foam tape and only in the middle, just so, because I'm going to add this to the middle butterfly, just so that I'm not pushing down the wings all the way. So that's the only reason I'm adding foam tape in the middle. So those 2 are ready, and because this was a bit too simple, I decided to add some enamel dots in matching color. Well, I try to match them as well as possible, but I don't have each color, or I don't know, I was just maybe not patient enough, especially this raspberry. I know I had it, but I have so many, I don't know, I didn't find that one, so I'm just using whatever seemed closest. And yeah, don't laugh, this process is always very time consuming. I mean, it's, I don't know, I spend as much time on placing enamel dots or arranging them as on the card itself, I swear. Just nothing looks right, you know, everything just has to be so. I'm sure I would have chosen a different way the next day, you know, but yeah. So don't laugh. But I hope some of you understand my OCD here. Okay, then I'm pushing them down with the back of my tweezers just so that they really stick well. And here you go. The cards are ready. I hope you like them. I hope I could give you some ideas, and you are going to give them a try. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.